Even the events, like I think Jollof Festival did really well. Fufu Festival also did really well. This Jollof had I think 17,000 views. Fufu Festival had about 40,000 views. And for small channel, like without controversy, these are big numbers. You know, to have 40,000 people watch your video is not a joke. And so by the end of that month, you guys, I checked my bank account and I was like, what's up guys, welcome to another episode of the vlog. My name is Zindero Ganga. If you are new to the channel, welcome. We like guests here. We are actually trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. So while you're here, do you want to do us a favor and just hit the subscribe button? If you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much for coming. Thank you for dropping by. Give this video a like, and yeah, it helps the video. It helps tell the YouTube algorithm that people are really enjoying this content. So the past few weeks, we've been doing the YouTube Money series, okay? And in the first video, I told you the very first check that YouTube ever sent me, and that was in July, and it was $145. And yeah, because my threshold is $100, so unless it's $100, YouTube is not going to send it because of the threshold. So once it's $100, then $100 and above, then that's what they sent you. So my very first month after being monetized, I made $145. And then last week, I told you how much money I had made from a YouTube video, like the most money I've ever made out of a YouTube video. But before we even get into the details, I want you guys to know that making money off of YouTube is such a slow and painful process. It doesn't, there are people, and this is my journey, there are people whose journey, like they began making content today and it just, it jumped, you know, and they were making so much money. Some are celebrities, some have content that just attracts people. You know, you never know what the algorithm will like. But my journey has been a slow one. So I began making $145, and that was in July. And so I stayed in the hundreds range for a really long time. I'm telling you, it stayed in like the hundreds. I think August I made $140. Then September I made $186, and I was so happy. I remember I was so proud of myself. I would tell myself, even just $1 on top is really important. And this was still a time where I was still figuring out who I am, my voice on social media, what kind of content I want to make, how I wanted to resonate with people. So it was still a lot of work that was being put in, you know. And I remember it was just, I think, my second month in Ghana. So again, I was just telling myself, keep the faith up, keep the hope up, keep working, keep hustling, things will work out. I'm looking aside because that's where my computer is and that's where all the numbers are. Then that was September. Then October came. Let me tell you, October was such a good month for me. And I don't even know, like, my revenue almost doubled. And it was such a good thing because when you're a small creator and you're making content, it's going to be the absolute ghetto. Like, you can struggle, my guy, you can struggle with making content because whatever it is that you make is not moving, or maybe people are not watching, people are not enjoying, and it can get really frustrating. And that's even exactly like what I'm feeling now, because like the content that I put out sometimes slows everything down, and sometimes you feel like you're on an upward trajectory and then you're not making any money. And then that was October. November it happened, like it happened, the money went into half. And October I think I made $364, and then in November I made $190, and I was just like, what am I doing? Seriously, like, what am I doing? What's happening here? Because you feel like you're on this upward trajectory, and then what happens? But then again, I knew that in December I was going to hustle. So December is such a good month in Accra, and if you don't know, a lot of events happen, a lot of things go down, and I said I'm going to go all out in December. I went to Jollof Festival, I went to Light Festival, I think I had content over Christmas, New Year. I streamed the New Year celebration. So I went to, I think, several parties, Motown events, and that really helped give profile to the channel. So I wasn't expecting much, but I was hustling, you know. And that was about the time where I began. I said I was going to do a series. I began 2 series. I think I began Instagram versus reality, where I was showing you what they show you on Instagram, like the pictures they take on Instagram of places, restaurants, markets. Is it the same place as when you go there in real time? And I also began the Returning to Ghana series, and it was doing really, really well. And I mean, I interviewed several people, my friend Gloria, Ulrike, who was the lady from last week's video where I was telling you it was the video that made the most money. So it was just a good season for me work-wise. And even the events, like I think Jollof Festival did really, really well. Fufu Festival also did really, really well. This Jollof had, I think, 17,000 views. Fufu Festival had about 40,000 views. And for a small channel, like without controversy, these are big numbers, you know. To have 40,000 people watch your video is not a joke. And so by the end of that month, you guys, I checked my bank account and I was like, what? That is when I understood the power of YouTube and the promise and the potential that YouTube has. By the end of December, I had a total of $817. From $190 to $817. Guys, do you know what that means? I mean, I don't know if you know what that means, but it means a lot. It means so much. It meant so much to me then, because in December I was so sick. I was alone during Christmas. I was far away from home, and I kept working. I just told myself, I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep working, you know. The $190 is really demoralizing, but I said I'm going to keep working. Like, work doesn't stop, you know. And it came also at a time when I'd spoken to various creators, and I knew the promise that YouTube has. And I said, I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. And you know, you never know how much you've made, like, until like the month ends. So I didn't check, because also December was also busy because it's the month that I had started work at GH1. So the juggling was not the easiest part, but I said, I'm going to keep going. I'm not stopping. I'm going to keep hustling, and things are going to work out for me. And I mean, when the check came the next month, I was so happy. I mean, money makes me happy. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, I like what I do. Like, I like meeting people, telling stories, shooting, editing makes me happy. But money, my own money that I've worked so hard for makes me happier. I don't know if you can relate to that, but just that money coming and just chilling in my account, it was a full circle. It was a full circle. Also, I've not made that kind of money since then. And that tells you a lot about YouTube, that it's such a yo-yo, you know. And this year, 2020, we're in 2023, 2022, oh my God. So this year, I was to go home in December. But if I think that last year, December, I made $800 with very few followers, I think 2,000 or 3,000. I'm like, by the end of this year, I'll have 100,000 subscribers. Go and subscribe, because 80% of you who watch my videos have not subscribed. Guys, the more you guys subscribe, the more you guys like these videos, then you're helping me. Imagine I'm always coming out here 3 times a week. I'm making content for you guys, you know. That's how much I care about you. So in an act of love, care and kindness, please go and subscribe to this channel. And if you subscribe, please hit the like button. And subscribing is not hard, actually. If you just scroll down a little bit, you'll see the red button. If you click on it, you'd have subscribed. And these numbers go a long way. They tell YouTube, you guys are liking my content, you guys want more, and it pushes my content to a little bit more people, you know. If I'm able to make money off of YouTube, then I'm able to reinvest it back into the channel, maybe get equipment, travel, because I want to do that. So yeah, have you done it? Thank you very much. So I was telling you that this year, December, I was to go home, but I don't think I will go. No, I will be here. What did I say about liking money? Yep, I will be here hustling, working, trying to secure that bag, trying to make another $800. Just around, we should take it to like $1,600, right? So I can get a drone and some stuff. And also, like, I want to get equipment, and the time will come when I will do a video and just call on you guys. I'll share my PayPal and my local number. If whatever you can give me, $1, $5, 10 cities, 100 cities, I'll appreciate, because this is a community and I want to build it up with you guys. So a time will come when I will ask for your support. Comment down below if you'll support me. But so yeah, that's it. December is the month that I made most money on YouTube, and tune in next week because I'm going to be telling you how much I have made off YouTube ever since I started. And let me tell you, it's not a small amount, because there was a time that I took out some money and sent home for some really big project that was being done. So stay tuned. I'll see you again next week, same place, same time. Until then, bye guys.